My feelings are imaginary people who fight for my attention. 11. That waking dream of 16 when I saw the strings of our hearts going through the floor and walls, the jello tubes of magic creating a web, both local and universal. They could be played like a soul cello or a soul violin, something with catgut strings. I pressed my hand against the glass of this one, touching through the mirror. As much of me as possible was there. 12. We were two boys. He shaved my head in the bathroom. I swept up the mess while I bleached his head and dyed his hair pink and purple on the night before the first day of school. We were making and marking our independence. 13. I have started to paint my poems green. I want them to be like grass and to carry words the way ants carry 10 times their own weight. I want them to be the same green as dirty pond water, the foamy slime that sits in the still parts and collecting between lily pads. And to provide my thoughts some safety, like the tadpoles hiding in the sun, I will make my poems green. I want my poems green like the canopy of trees, so that on the groves of my leaves and words, water could collect and nourish ladybugs and caterpillars. 14. I've stayed up late 2 nights in a row now, and I've come to believe that it's summer. My mouth is full of light and the sun warms me with, well, it's like lemonade, the texture and elegance of blackberries, that honey that escapes me, it dribbles down my chin, the rhythms of cicada lull me awake as I gaze out of morning buds and beds, bright flashing, hello to the manure, mauve of dawn. 15. The Indians used to steal children from other tribes, adopting them as one of their own, a kind of analogy to Stockholm Syndrome. The adoptees loved their new families, often refusing to leave if ever found. They were like the fairies on horses, these Indians, fostering stolen difference through the hedge. Maybe I am a stolen child, and all my dreams of chasing ladybugs have led me to the river. If footprints on my bonnet are found in the shady shoals of the river, assume I'm happy wherever I've been taken. Assume I'm married and my new family is lovely, all full of smiles and hope. Imagine in your dream I am at home. 16. The trail was marked by a giant winding braid of hair. I followed it. I thought it could only go so far, but it surpassed expectations, wrapping around the mountain Rapunzel-like, a map to something, written in the knots and tangles, my name, a hidden warning, and full of stories. A golden snake of hair, speaking the grassy poetry that snakes speak. Among the dead leaves, waiting to return to their nutrient loam, I thought, tracing such verses, those hidden rings of our trees, in them, maybe, I'd find the sleeping forest, a girl with pigtails, waiting to speak. But the other end, it offered only another ribbon, baby blue, something to hold on to. The work of braiding forever in place. 17. In the dream where the football star isn't dead and where he and I kissed, That night at the movies when he was teaching me how to dip from a can. Replace my gag and spit with spirit and lips to lips. In this dream, everything changes, and at any time you wish. Like, I replace the powdered tobacco with orange soda and wax lips. I replace the hole in my memory where the movie should be with holding his hand. I replace my desire with a better reality. But his teeth fall out. He drinks and snorts and pills himself to death on live TV, and I watch him withering from the inside of this dream where nothing has changed except my heart and his old pigskin. 18. In the dream where the scorpion man crawls up my sheets dangling off the couch with his tiny arms and huge arms appearing strong and yet still delicate, I see myself from God's angle, a sleeping child in the dim blue of country moonlight passing through borrowed windows. And I am awake, clutching my guts, crying and running to the bathroom. The collision of dream time and waking life rattles loose the hardware of my spirits, and I see the dream within the dream. I am still only a child, forever. 19. Breadcrumbs are as good as wishes for leaving a trail back home. Vultures may not eat them, but they eat the little mammal carcasses that choke on the bones of our hope. And funny how much we squabble over the path and over the bread and over how long it's been and over how long it'll take to get there. You wanted to go left and I wanted to go right. You wanted pumpernickel and I said rye would be better, neither of us realizing the paths reunite on the far side of the mountain, and that the bread was for the birds that fly and the beasts that scurry, not for us. 20. I am Little Red Riding Hood, my cape in the wind, the forest at my heels, the very image of independence and of bravery, the dog loosed from its cage, snapping at the air as I run down the old walking path carved from years of deer and hunting men. I invent a story, and I live it.